and girls.
Coach, would the extra practice time reflect extra concern getting ready for Pittsburgh?
The extra practice time?
We had a fire alarm in the building, so practice was delayed 20 minutes.
Yeah, you caught me off guard on that. I thought we got another day of practice. I was going to get excited.
What was your reaction just to how you guys performed?
I thought we performed poorly. That's probably being very kind. I thought we were soft. I thought it was a very disappointing performance all the way around. And, soft defense is a choice, and that's the choice that we made. So we got to improve a lot this week, or this game could get ugly.
How do you get the message through that they need to change? They can't play that way.
They've got the message. We made it clear.
I think Larry yesterday called it positive reinforcement.
That's a unique description. I don't know that I would call it that, but it was. They got a reinforcement, but film doesn't lie. These guys are smart enough to know and look at it and see when you get out physical, you get outplayed, and that was the case. Let's not try to candy coat it.
Gene, the explosive play, the wheel route, 60 yards or whatever, was that a pick? Was that a miscommunication?
That was another miscommunication. And no, it wasn't a pick, and it was something that our defense knows. They can tell you 100 out of 100 times what's supposed to happen. We're just not to the point yet where we do it. So, but they really responded well today. I thought Sunday we practiced well. I thought today we practiced very well. My expectations is that our defense looks completely different next Saturday. But again, it's a choice. If they choose to play soft and we choose to play that way, then that's what it'll look like again Saturday.
I think everybody is well aware of James Conner, but they've been running a jet sweep a lot the last 2 weeks and had a lot of success with it.
They have. They've got a really, really good explosive offense because they've got guys in key positions that are really good. But the jet sweep has been, they've run the jet sweep for almost 200 yards of rushing up to this point. So they're getting a lot of mileage out of that. So, and it pulls the defense apart, so sometimes they give it, sometimes they don't. But it's been a very effective play.
With the issues with the defense, the scoring defense is something you've talked a lot about since you've been here. It's about double what it was at this point last year. Is that just attributable to the issues thus far with miscommunications and the guys that know what they're supposed to be doing?
Absolutely. There's no question. There's no excuse for it. There's no anything. It's bad defense. I'm not happy with it one bit in the first 3 games. I think we've played subpar, and that's probably a kind statement.
I know you guys have been banged up front. You're not going to make excuses about injuries, but in terms of not having who you expected to have, how much of an effect?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We've been banged up, and we've been playing a lot of young guys. I mean, those are truths. But again, if they're on the field and we're playing them, we have an expectation that they produce, and we've made that very clear. And some guys have, and a lot of guys haven't, and that's been disappointing. But again, it's the start of conference play, and the preseason is over, and we need to show up and play with a defense that looks like it can compete in this league.
You lost a couple big-time leaders last year, Shot and Rashad. Who are your leaders right now on defense?
Well, Des Lawrence has been fantastic. I'm very proud of him. Nas Jones has really, really been good. Of course, he wasn't there last week, but he's been there every step of the way in terms of his leadership. And MJ Stewart definitely has taken a leadership role. And so we just got to have, some more guys jump on the bandwagon. But right now, guys are starting to come about and lead a little bit, but there's not enough of them.
How have you been using Dominique Ross, and how do you expect to use him moving forward? He obviously had a big sack.
Well, he that sack was very, people won't realize that might have been the first stop we got all game, and it's halfway through the second quarter. So that was a really huge momentum swing for us. We got to find ways to get Dominique on the field some more. That's our goal, because every time he goes out there, he usually does something visible, that's productive. So he's, I think he's got a chance to be a really good player. So we're trying to find more ways to get him on the field, but that was a huge play at the time, and he continues to produce in practice as well.
I mean, what ways do you plan on getting him on? Like as a linebacker,
we
or
can use
defensive end,
him.
or what?
We can use him in kind of a variety of ways. That's what we're doing right now. He's kind of a linebacker. We can put him on pass rush. That's what he's done right now. But we're slowly but surely kind of weaning him into different packages and just not trying to overwhelm him with information. But he'll see the field some more for sure.
You good?
Good?
All right.